Hey guys, welcome to a recap of last week's Skeem episodes. Before this upcoming new episodes come, I would like to recap the, all of the episodes that I saw last week. So let's get started with Preeti and the house's relationship. Mm, 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 mm. So, hey, it's tough in the streets. You know, I always see that Lehasa and Preeti's relationship is tough, you know, for anyone really. So it's really hard to see Preeti really struggle with the fact that now her life is totally upside down. I don't think she comprehended the struggle that comes with being with Lehasa. I don't think she realized how tough it was gonna be to be with Lehasa. I don't think she realized that until recently, until bombs came flying at her, until she realized that she would never fit in this family. She's just a pawn. She's just a trophy that is being loved from afar by Lehasa. Well, that's how she feels, anyways, and that's the feeling she gets from Lehasa, that she's not worthy enough to be in the inner circle, which might be true, but Lehasa has no right to make her feel that way because he chose her at the end of the day. He chose to be with her. So why don't I single her out and make her feel like she does not belong? You know, right now people think that her relationship with Lehasa is sunshines and rainbows. That's far from the truth. The struggle behind the scenes is real. I mean, Lehasa just dumped her at the hotel, sorry. She's now lonely. She's just out of place. She's there. It was her birthday. Like, she's just left outside in the cold. After being promised so many things, this is how Lehasa is coming around about it. Nah, that's tough. And it's now sinking in the realities of being with someone like Lehasa. You will never fit in. You will never be in the inner circle. You will never see who Lehasa is truly. And that's what Preeti is now realizing, that she knows nothing about this man. She's clueless. She's oblivious to who Lehasa is. Like, she does not know who Lehasa is deep down. She just sees the mask that he wears around her. And now that secrets are coming out, now she's realizing that Lehasa has more secrets than she thought he did. I think there's a red bell ringing somewhere in her mind. Like, she's now feeling something is off. Like, her gut is trying to tell her something. And I hope she listens to it. She does not ignore it. Because a woman's intuition is never wrong. I mean, everyone around her is telling her the same thing. Break up with Lehasa. That should tell you something. That should be a red flag in so many ways. That should tell you that your decision to be with Lehasa is a danger to your whole being, to your life. Just because you love someone does not mean you have to be with them. That kind of love can be so toxic, it will end your life. It's already beginning to become toxic, and I think deep down she can feel it. I think she's just ignoring that nagging feeling. She's just ignoring it because she doesn't want it to be true. She does not want it to be true, but somewhere there's a voice in her mind, in her head, telling her, wait a minute, this is off. This relationship is off. I'm missing something. Something is totally wrong with this relationship. My question is she going to listen to that voice and her instinct to run as far as possible? Or is she going to be oblivious and ignore that gut feeling that she's having right now? It's just a tiny little voice behind her head. It's telling her something. But the way she's reacting to it, I think she wants to believe what she's feeling, but she does not want to believe it at the same time, because all of this, her leaving her home, her falling out with her family, will be for nothing if this does not work. You know, Eunice is worried about her. Her mom, her sister is worried about her because they can feel it. They can tell that she's not happy. You know, the image that she's portraying to the public, to everyone around her, is that her relationship with Lehasa is perfect, which is a lie, obviously. But her closest friends, her family, can tell that something is wrong with Preeti. She's not happy. She's not happy with where she is with Lehasa. She's not happy. Now let's move on to Khewzi for a bit. Khewzi, she's doing the most, okay? From the scenes that I saw, she's playing the long game. You know, her and her uncle are so corrupt. All they care about is the money, the title, the name of Maposa that comes with the whole money behind it. I mean, at the end of these episodes, I think Friday's episode particularly, there was this whole gathering of like the Lobola negotiations. I don't know if it's for the baby or Khewzi. I got lost in that because to me it appeared as if it was for Khewzi, like for the wedding, for the actual proposal for the wedding, not for the baby. It might be for the baby, for the, paying the damages, as well as the lobola. I'm not sure, but the impression that I got from Friday's episode is that it looks like he's paying for both. Now, if he is paying for both, how is Pretty gonna react to this? Because I don't think she knows. She's left in the dark as usual. I mean, she's being treated like a kid. Yeah, she's a kid, but she chose you. So you need to give her the courtesy and the respect that she deserves. So if she doesn't know that Lehasa went there to pay the damages as well as the lobola, when he comes back and springs this information at her, how do you think she's going to react? But you know, Khewzi is living her best life. She's enjoying every single bit of this. She's happy that she's now taking what she wanted and what she thinks she deserves, which is getting married to Lehasa and them being a family, which I think is delusional, but I get where she's coming from. She wants her child to be in a family unit, but that relationship is so toxic. It's gonna affect the baby when the baby comes here. Like when the baby arrives, this relationship dynamic is gonna be horrible because Lehasa is not in love with Khewzi. All that he cares about is his child. He's there for the child, not Khewzi. But in her delusional mind, Khewzi thinks that her, Lehasa, and the baby are meant to be together. They're meant to be a family. I get that. We all want to be in a family with love and share moments together, but Lehasa is not all about that. He's only about that child. Once that child is born, the guns are out. He's not going to be just thinking about that child, not crazy, but we'll see how things go. But right now, it looks like he's paying for both. I don't know. We'll see on Monday's episode. Let's go to Candice and Katlego's relationship and business partner issues. Oh my God. The nerve, the audacity of this woman, Candice. So she decides to leave for Europe and promote the so-called cooking book in Europe and leave Katlego with the mess she created. Excuse you. How dare you leave when you created a whole mess that you couldn't even handle yourself and give it to Katlego to deal with? Excuse you. Aren't you the majority holder of the shares? Aren't you the actual majority holder? So it's your responsibility to handle everything, because you threw that 80% at Katlego's face. You told him, you made sure he knew that you were the majority holder of the shares. So this means she has controlling decisions. Now she's making changes to the restaurant that she didn't even talk about with Katlego. They didn't even discuss it. She just throws ideas and changes at Katlego without discussing anything. Now it's becoming too much. Now she doesn't know how to handle it. On top of that, the employees didn't get paid because they didn't have the money to pay the employees. But it's her duty, it's her responsibility as the majority holder of the shares to make sure everyone at that restaurant is being paid. But no. She runs away from her responsibility and expects Katlego to handle everything because she's now realized the mess she's created. And the only thing that she knows best is to run away to other countries and escape the fact that she made a mess that she cannot even fix. Now Katlego has to think out of the box. He has to deal with unhappy employees. They're even protesting outside because they didn't get paid. But she has the audacity to pay herself instead of her employees. So you show yourself, just pay yourself for a job that you didn't even do. Just because you are the majority holder of the shares, you think you're entitled to being paid. What about your employees? What about people who actually do something at that restaurant, like Katlego and the employees? Now Katlego has to deal with the mess you've created. He had to pay the employees from his personal account, his savings, because you decided that it was okay to create this mess and run away. On top of that, pay yourself. Pay yourself for what reason? Why? Why are you paying yourself for? Why didn't you pay your employees first? Why do you see fit to pay yourself, not your employees? Are you that shallow? Are you that so self-absorbed that you can't even see other people except yourself? Are you that selfish? Now that you have this huge title that you think you deserved. You can't even handle the pressure of of, of what comes with the whole owning 80% of the restaurant. You can't even handle that. If Katlego had that majority shares of that restaurant, he could have dealt it way better than you did. Because he knows what it takes. You just wanted the title, the privilege that you think you deserved. But you can't even handle a slight drama that comes with owning capsules. Especially when you created the mess. Oh, that's selfish. You're so entitled. You think you're all that. Oh, I'm going to Europe. I want to promote the cookbook. That's bullshit. You're just running away from your responsibilities that you knew you had to handle, but you didn't know how. So you left all the drama, all the problems to Katlego to handle, knowing that he has no choice. He has to make sure this restaurant works because that's all he has. That's what he's living for. He had to make this restaurant work, or else he would have nothing to show for because of your arrogancy, everything. You entitled brat. That's what you are. Oh, I own 80%. I can make changes to the menu, to the restaurant when I feel like it. Now you're making changes that you didn't even discuss with Kat, and now you run away when things get tough. What happened to I'm the owner of 80% shares? I'm the controlling majority holder. I can do anything. What happened to that? What happened to that? Anyway, let me know what you thought about last week's episodes. Comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to click on the notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. We'll see what's coming up in the new episodes this coming week. We'll see how things go out, like in terms of Katlego, Candice, Lehasa, Pretty, and Khewzi's love triangle. Anyway, yeah. Peace. I'm out.